Today, we're taking a closer look at a highly intriguing photo submitted anonymously, reportedly captured on a trail camera in a densely wooded area of the southeastern United States. Right off the bat, let's address what's catching everyone's eye: the dark humanoid figure in the lower right quadrant of the frame. The subject appears mid-stride in a hunched or crouched posture, suggesting movement, possibly stealth. What's particularly fascinating here is the proportions. The limbs seem disproportionately long compared to the torso, and the figure has a notably broad upper body with what looks like a conical head, features commonly described in eyewitness reports of Bigfoot or Sasquatch. The figure does not appear superimposed or inserted digitally. There's natural occlusion from the foliage and shadows that correspond well with its surroundings. This adds to the image's authenticity and makes digital tampering less likely, though not impossible. Zooming in, the surface texture on the figure seems to show a matte, non-reflective quality, possibly thick hair or fur. There are no clear signs of clothing seams, masks, or gloves, but the resolution is low, so we can't completely rule out a costume. The blurry quality is consistent with many trail cam captures. Fast movement combined with low shutter speeds results in slight motion blur. One crucial aspect is the stance and gait. Unlike a human walking upright, the figure appears to have a more bent knee, forward-leaning posture, what some cryptozoologists refer to as the creature crouch, a position that allows for sudden movement and stealth in dense underbrush. In summary, while we can't definitively say this image proves the existence of Bigfoot, it's certainly one of the more compelling trail cam captures out there. The anatomical details, natural blending with the environment, and overall composition make this worth further examination. If this is a hoax, it's a well-executed one. But if it's genuine, we may be looking at a rare, fleeting glimpse of the elusive creature we've all been chasing. What do you think? Real, misidentified animal, or clever costume? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. Kenneth shared this video with us, saying he believes it shows a Bigfoot climbing a tree. At the end of the clip, he was walking through camp early in the morning when he sensed that someone or something was watching him from the ridge. He zoomed in and out with his phone, and during the zoom out, it appears as if the creature reaches up with one arm to pull itself up into a tree. He didn't notice this at the time. His daughter pointed it out later when reviewing the footage. I reviewed the video myself, and it's pretty incredible. The camp host even posted a sign warning about Bigfoot in the area, suggesting this might be an ongoing issue, if it even is one. Watched the footage and was amazed by the hulking figure at the end. It's impressive how something so large can move so smoothly and easily to climb a tree. I appreciate him sharing this video with me. A chilling new trail camera video had recently gone viral, captured in Georgia and uploaded to TikTok by the user Dead Cinema. On April 19th, 2025, the clip is stirring up quite a buzz. The post claims, "Unbelievable Bigfoot sighting caught on trail cam in Georgia. Witness the moment this elusive creature stares and examines our camera, raising more questions than answers." While the exact location in Georgia remains undisclosed, it was reportedly filmed in a densely wooded area. The creature in the footage has a haunting appearance, featuring jagged, worn teeth, a face resembling an ape, and an overall rugged, battered look. Its disheveled and weathered condition adds to the eerie authenticity. What's drawing the most attention is how close up and clear the footage is, making it all the more gripping. Skeptics argue that it could be an impressive example of AI or CGI rather than an actual creature, something entirely plausible. However, Georgia has long been a hotspot for Bigfoot sightings, especially in regions like the Blue Ridge Mountains and the broader Appalachian area. One of the most notable cases occurred in 1988 in the North Georgia mountains, where multiple witnesses described seeing a large, hairy figure and enormous 15-inch footprints were discovered nearby. Returning to the current viral clip, one top comment humorously states, "That actually looks more convincing than all those other ones that look like Bigfoot just got groomed at a day spa with hair all perfectly smooth." It's a valid observation, Many suppose Bigfoot sightings feature creatures that look suspiciously neat for something living wild in the forest. So, the ultimate question remains: is this striking trail cam footage genuine, or just a sophisticated hoax crafted with modern technology? While exploring the forest, a man noticed something observing him. The photograph he captured revealed what appeared to be a face partially concealed among the trees. At first glance, it resembled a hidden figure crouching in the underbrush, but most viewers remained skeptical. The shapes and shadows aligned almost too perfectly with the surrounding branches and bark. A few keen-eyed observers noted what seemed to be broken roots and fallen branches, likely just remnants of a fallen tree. Ultimately, it appeared to be nature's illusions once more, a typical case of Pareidolia. In a small town in the south of the state of Washington battlefield, a young man was walking through a local park, wanting to capture the nature of the coming spring, but suddenly listening to the bushes and coming closer to check, he saw it.
Oh.
We haven't seen anything like this yet. The creature on all fours is approaching the guy very quickly. You can hear all the fear in the guy's voice when he saw Bigfoot, but the question is, why does Bigfoot move on all fours? After chatting with their friends, they came up with several explanations. First, if a Bigfoot is a primate, then moving on all fours, quadrupedalism, may be a natural part of its motor scheme, like in gorillas or chimpanzees. Such animals most often move on four limbs, using a fist gait when they rely on bent fingers. Further, moving on all fours can provide greater stability on difficult or slippery terrain, such as slopes, swamps, and dense undergrowth. In addition, it makes it easier to remain unnoticed by moving below the line of sight. In some situations, moving on all fours can be faster and more efficient, especially if you urgently need to hide or maneuver between trees. I'm interested in what you think about this. On October 14th, 1994, two men were hunting in a remote forest in the U.S. when they spotted something unusual.
You stop fucking looking at us too.
So what? I wanted to walk again. He looked fucking big.
Now he's walking.
You got a gun?
Can't tell. He's fucking looking my way and pointing something. He fucking scared me.
No, he's not a Sasquatch, eh?
I don't know. Can't fucking tell with the camera.
Well, I don't see no moose down there.
In the distance, a large, dark figure moved steadily through the trees. From that range, it was difficult to determine. Was it just a person, or something else entirely? Still, one thing stood out. Even from afar, the figure appeared significantly larger than the average human. This incredible footage comes from Long Island Bigfoot, captured by Mike, and it truly stands out as one of the most impressive and authentic Bigfoot sightings caught on camera.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Jesus, thank you, baby love. He's huge. He is. I don't. Sorry, I'm shaking. I love it. It's not like fear. It's just, no. Not now. Where'd it go? Oh, good. I'm gonna sidestep a little bit. I'm really low to the ground, so like I'm dropped down because I do not want it to look like I'm trying to intimidate or anything. Because this guy is massive. Like that fence behind him. That's a whole.
What makes this footage particularly remarkable is the fact that the creature doesn't immediately flee when it notices the human filming. Instead, it remains standing in the open, allowing the camera to capture it for an extended period. This is extremely unusual, as Bigfoots are known for being extremely elusive and shy, making them the ultimate masters of hide-and-seek in the animal kingdom. The fact that this creature stood its ground and didn't retreat into the woods adds an extra layer of intrigue to the already fascinating footage. It's a rare moment that provides valuable insight into the mysterious creature, offering a glimpse of something that many believe to be a myth. The way it calmly stands there, seemingly unbothered, adds a sense of mystery to the overall encounter. What do you think of this rare sighting? Submission is a double feature: 2 night vision, trail cam stills that might just show one of the most elusive creatures in North American folklore, the Bigfoot. Let's break down the details. These 2 images were reportedly captured using infrared or green phosphor night vision, a common tool among researchers and hunters operating after dark. The subject in frames is a humanoid figure moving through tall grass at the edge of a forest. What grabs our attention immediately is the unmistakable primate-like posture: long, dangling arms, slightly hunched back, and a robust build. In the first image, the creature is mid-stride, walking away from the camera at an angle. The arms appear exaggerated in length, hanging well past the hips, a trait commonly noted in Sasquatch encounters. There's no visible neck, and the head appears slightly pointed or conical, a characteristic some believe is indicative of cranial features in primates, or possibly a sagittal crest, as observed in great apes. The second frame shows the same figure a few steps further into the brush. It gives us a clearer view of the subject's back and musculature: broad shoulders, a V-tapered back, and, again, those impossibly long arms. This posture is not consistent with a human in a suit unless it's specifically built with elongated prosthetic extensions, and even then, the natural flow of motion is hard to fake. There are no visible signs of seams, zippers, or sagging fabric that usually betray a costume. The figure's proportions, from thigh to torso ratio to shoulder width, also suggest a non-human anatomy. The tall grass provides scale, and based on that, this creature could easily be in the 7 to 8 foot range. The stride length between the 2 images is also significant, wider than what a normal human would produce at a walking pace, suggesting either a very tall biped or one with a gait unlike ours. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Around 2:30 a.m., a lone hiker was deep in Conca National Forest on a quiet solo trek when he heard a single footstep behind him as he passed a dense wall of shrubs. Turning around, he saw this.
I can see eye shine right through there. I don't know what that is over there. There's 2 lights.
He described the figure as towering, well over 6 feet tall. Quickly reaching for his phone, he managed to capture a brief glimpse before it disappeared into the darkness. From that moment on, he couldn't shake the feeling that something large was silently tracking his every move. Yet whatever it was, never revealed itself again that night. A forest ranger in Canada recently captured footage of what many believe to be Bigfoot, spotted returning from a hunt. The large, hairy figure was seen walking through the woods, holding something small, possibly a bird, chicken, or turkey. What stood out was its distinctly human-like gait and its apparent obliviousness to being filmed. The footage suggests that the creature was hunting smaller animals, lending weight to the theory that Bigfoot may be a meat-eater. Though the ranger hasn't encountered it again, he remains vigilant, hoping for another sighting someday. This intriguing video comes from Adventures R Us, filmed during a spring camping trip at one of the scenic provincial parks. The location, Ross Lake, sits right on the border of Washington State, USA. It's not uncommon to see wildlife wander through your campsite in such an area, adding to the charm of the experience. During our stay, we were fortunate enough to have a deer come quite close and make itself comfortable in the area. So naturally, we decided to grab the camera and capture this memorable moment. It was a peaceful scene at the time, and everything seemed perfectly normal. However, when we reviewed the footage later, we were taken aback by what we heard. toward the end of the clip, as the peaceful sounds of chirping birds and children playing filled the air, there's a sudden, unmistakable scream that cuts through the atmosphere. The sound is incredibly loud and eerie, and it didn't seem to fit the natural background noise at all. The sound almost seemed out of place for the setting, leading us to wonder, could it be the infamous Bigfoot? Take a listen for yourself and leave a comment to share your thoughts. What do you think that scream could be? We'd love to hear your opinions and theories on what we captured during our time at Ross Lake. YouTuber Grassman58 set out for a solo camping trip at Bailey Lake. The sky was overcast and rain seemed imminent, but he didn't mind. He only planned to stay one night. He chose a quiet, wind-sheltered spot nestled among the trees. During a hike around the lake, he spotted plenty of animal tracks, though nothing out of the ordinary. That's when he began to hear strange, unexplained noises.
Spent an hour hiking around Bailey Lake looking for any kind of tracks. Tons of tracks. Just tons of animal tracks. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but I just heard what sounded like a knock. Ooh, second one. That way. Anyways, tons of animal tracks around the lake.
He spent the night sleeping in his car, hoping to capture something unusual on camera. Unfortunately, the night remained uneventful. Bigfoot is often associated with tree-knocking behavior. What do you think he might have heard? While walking through the forest, the hacker noticed something strange in the bushes. He took out his camera and started filming. Let's take a look. In front of us is a dark figure standing on two legs with a distinctly elongated head in black fur, which corresponds to most of the described encounters with Bigfoot. After a few seconds, the figure turns away, which confirms the fact of bipedalism. Also, for a few seconds, shots of the creature appear in the distance. Its size is small, which may indicate a young Bigfoot, who is interested in people and does not yet realize the danger that may await him around the corner. I'm interested in your opinion. Leave it in the comments. On August 12th, 2022, a lone camper journeyed deep into British Columbia's Chilliwack River Valley, an area long rumored to be a hotspot for Bigfoot sightings. The first night passed quietly until around 11 p.m., when he began hearing heavy footsteps circling his tent.
My God. He knocked over my rock. It's right inside. Fuck. Holy fuck.
Shortly after, he discovered the rock stack he had built earlier had been disturbed. The top stone was knocked off, but the rest remained untouched. The following morning, he investigated the area and came across this.
Okay. It's the next day. Now, this is the rock statue, the balanced rocks that we're talking about. This rock was knocked off of here. Give you some idea how high this is. This is perched on a large boulder, and it comes up to here on me. Okay, let's take a look around because I found something that's rather suspicious. Now, we see the ground here is hard gravel. Well, you listen to me stepping here as the car passes. This is the steps, one after another. They were bipedal, meaning upright, one step after another. But this, do we see that? Do you see that? Because that is my foot. I'm a size 12. Hey, look here. We have a heel, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes. This looks like a left foot imprint. Right here. I can't cast it. It's probably not deep enough even to get a casting on that. But we can see.
But the strange occurrences didn't end there. On the second night, the unusual activity continued, though whatever was out there never revealed itself.
We're going to give you an idea here, just quick again, at night, what it is like around here, okay? Now bear in mind, this is wild country. There are bears and cougars around, so I'm trying to make myself audible at all times and let them know that I'm here. Okay, we can see up the road here and down. This is Pierce Creek. Did you guys just hear that? Okay, my gear is in the camp, in the tent. I just heard a knocking sound